Okay, so they want us to construct a cumulative. That means keep adding or counting onto it. Relative, that means percent frequency plot. So what we need is a frequency table, and we might need a relative frequency table, but it'll be easier once we have the frequency table, so we can do that. And what we notice here is we have scores. It says one frequently used test is the degree of reading power for reading ability. In a research study on third grade students, the DRP was administered to 44 students, and there's your scores. And if we look at it here, it looks like the lowest score here that I see is a 15 here. No, there's a 14 here, so that's the lowest. And then and another 14 here. And the highest looks like a 54 or something like that. 54 looks like it's about the highest. So I have to go from 14 to 54. Okay, so and we've got 44 pieces of data, so probably square root of 44 is between 6 and 7. So we want 6 and 7 sort of ideas, and so I think we're going to go like this. I think we're going to go from, so I think we're going to do, say, from 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and so on. And we'll just make a count. We'll make a table and count that. So I'm going to clear some of this off here. Don't freak out. I got it back here. Whoops. I've got it here. So let's make a quick table here, and we'll just do that. So we're going to have our bins. We're going to have, I'm going to write it in red here. So I got 10 to 19, and then I've got 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 6. I don't think anything's in the 60, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, and we'll just mark it off here, and we'll just do tally marks here so we have this. So we've got, in the 40s, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 3 more. So it looks like 13 there. So now I'll do the same thing. So let's do 30s. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And make sure I didn't miss any. I crossed them off as I did it. And it looks like I missed a 40 here, right? So I'll do that, and I'll put, that looks like I got 14 now. Okay, and then we got to do the, well, we got 50s here, right here. So I got a 51, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're done with the 50s. We need some 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That's 4 of them. So we're there. I'm checking here. There's another 20. There's 3 more, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then there must be 19s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and I've got one missing, so I got another 20 here. So if I write these in, I'll use a different color, what the totals are. So this is 4, this is 14, this is 11, this looks like 9, and this looks like 6. So if we add that up, that's 18, 29, and 15 is 44. So I've got the right number here. I've counted them all. And so we just need to make sure we can read this. This is 14, 4, 11, 9, and 6. So you can see how the process was to make the frequency table. There's our frequency table. And then I'm going to pause it here for a second. Okay, because it's a cumulative relative frequency table, what I just created was a frequency table. Whoops. Was a frequency table. I just copied it over, but we want the percent and we want to count up. So we're going to start with the lowest category, the lowest one right here, the lowest bin there, and we're going to have to make a table here, and we're going to have to figure out the percents. So we're going to have, say, 0 to 9, and then we're going to have 10 to, here I'm going to erase that. We're just going to go 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and we're good from there. That's your DRP, so your reading ability. And here we're going to put the percent on this axis here. But we're actually going to count until we get all the percent. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. At the very end, we'll have collected all the percents. We're going to have gone across. When we get to here, we have collected all the data. And we're just going to keep adding on to it. Okay, so I'm going to put that back here. And so first of all, I have 6 here. Well, I'm not counting 6 people. I'm counting what percent is that. So what is 6 out of 44? To get that, and here's the total right here. 44 is the total. Okay, and so so to save time, this is a 44, but I saved time. What I did was I calculated the percent. 6 is 14% of 44. 9 is 20%. And I just rounded to the nearest percent, and it turns out all these do add up to 100%. So I've got them all. And so what I'm going to do is just go to the category. I'm going to go find 14%. I'll do it at a different color here. And I'm going to find 14. Well, this is 10. It's going to be about halfway. There's nothing versed in this first category. There's nothing, so it's at 0. So I don't have to put anything there. So I'll erase that. So we're going to go 14%. So that's about halfway. Okay, so we'll draw that. There's our first bar. Okay, that's 14%. I've got that one done. Now, 14 plus 20 is 34. So what I want the next bar to do is not only be this high here, because that's what I was before. What I have to do is add 20% to that. So that's going to be, if I do that, that's going to be 1, 2. So I'm going to be, instead of at 14, I should be at 34, which is about right there. Okay, and this is why it's cumulative. This is the extra 20%. I'll do that again in a different color, let's say blue. This here is the 20% extra. Okay? And so what you get is this, you get this stepping effect. If I want the next extra bit, I have to add 25% to it. So I'm going to go, 1, so for here I'm going to go 1, 2, and a bit right here. So I should probably do it in red because that's what I was doing the rest of it in. What do we say? 1, 2, and a bit right there. Okay, and you can see there's the extra 25% added to it. There's the extra 25% added to it. And then you add 32 to that. So if you actually were to total these right here, you have 91%. So I'm going to have to, so that's 91%. Okay, so I need to go up to 91%. And I did that by going 100 minus 9, by the way. So that's going into the 40s. So maybe that's a little too high. Go right there. Okay, and then the last one captures everything right there. We've got everything there. So it's a little bit different. Okay, I know this is taking a while. We'll answer the question. I'm going to keep this, but I'll attach another video for the next part of the example.